Good morning. Welcome to Embrace the Moment. I'm Judith. Welcome. If you're returning, nice for you to be here. Happy to see you. Okay, before we get started, I'd like to ask um, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, hit the bell so that you can get notified when I upload another video. And let's get started. Uh, First, I'd like to give an update on my pre-bariatric surgery meal, low-calorie meal diet, whatever they call it. Um, they it is the way it's set up is it used to be for the 2 weeks prior to the surgery to your surgery, you just had fluids, liquids, full liquids, and that included sugar-free pudding and sugar-free jello and sugar-free popsicles and low-fat yogurt, but you couldn't have Greek yogurt. Now you can have Greek yogurt. Also, instead of just having liquids, you can have one meal because they found that it was so restrictive and people were just eating whatever they wanted. So you can have one meal either for lunch or dinner, with half of a small plate being non-starchy vegetables. One quarter of the plate is your protein, and one quarter is not fruit, but a starch. Because I'm diabetic, I need a little bit more carbs than, um, I guess, some other people. With the diet or the meal plan, you're supposed to have two protein shakes a day, 48 to 64 ounces of fluid, and 60 to 80 grams of protein. And the protein shakes give you almost that because they're anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of protein each. So you can knock your protein out with two shakes, really. Um, for the first 2 days I did it, I found that, and I was following it the way it's written, I found that it was causing me to be very weak. I couldn't think clearly. My body, my muscles were aching. I was extremely tired and fatigued. I was sleeping all day. I was barely able to even fix dinner for my family, much less eat anything. And when I informed the dietitian, she said I just needed more protein and more fluids. So I tried that for one more day. Going to bed at 8 o'clock when your grandchild, your 2-year-old grandchild, doesn't go to bed until 8:30. That's mm, mm-mm. And that was after taking a 2-hour nap in the afternoon. So I just decided I was going to change it um, to suit me. So instead of having one meal a day, I have 2 meals a day and one protein shake. And then I do have a snack, um, which is either yogurt or a fruit cup or jello or something like that. Um, because I wouldn't say I'm allergic, but I have an intolerance to sucralose. And sucralose is in everything that is sugar free, diet, um, where it says zero sugar. Sometimes it's in that too. And it gives me migraines. So that was another thing. I was having headaches. So I cannot have sugar free anything. The pudding, the jello, the popsicles, none of it. I really don't care for popsicles anyway. Um, and I'm starting not to like, excuse me, I'm trying to reposition. I'm starting not to like pudding. It's just nasty. Stuff is nasty. Um, I do have some little fruit cups, which were really not supposed to have fruit, but since I'm not having anything else, I may have a half of a fruit cup and give the other half to my granddaughter, which we share everything, so I don't even get a whole meal sometimes. Um, I am not having the headaches. I'm not as tired as I was. I'm still having some problems with this arm, but I think it's because I probably strained it carrying heavy stuff because I carry a lot of heavy stuff on this arm. Um, so I'm not going to say that's from that because I have a tendency to overwork myself. I have been walking every day um, for 15 to 20 minutes at a time, and I do keep up a good pace just because I naturally walk fast. Uh, what else? Mm, I've been monitoring my glucose throughout the day, and the highest it got was 142, and that's because we went to the pool and I ate some stuff I wasn't supposed to eat. So, some little gummies, Welch's gummies, out of sugar. Um, but that was the highest. And since I don't take insulin, I just use a medication once a week, an injection once a week. Um, it just so happened that that was the day it was the highest, so I just took the medicine. Um, it doesn't get as low as what they said to look out for, but I know when it gets below 86, I'm not feeling good. So it never gets to 70, down to 70. Um, but if I think I would fall out if it got that low. Anyhow, okay, that's enough for that. Now, I 3 weeks ago went to Puerto Rico for my 60th birthday, and it was an early birthday. But anyway, I had a blast, and I wanted to be able to post some pictures, but I'm not really sure how to do that. So I'm gonna see if I can do another video where I can put that up. I have a lot of video footage. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, then you would see those things, the videos I posted. Otherwise, I'm going to try to piece them together and do something. But I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm new at this. I guess I have to go take the YouTube class again and learn how to do some other stuff. Yeah, there's a class. There's a university, shall we say. So I'm gonna try to post that. But I had a fabulous time in Puerto Rico. We stayed in Luisa, which is in the northern part right above San Juan. Um, we stayed. It was on the coast, on the Atlantic coast. Beaches were beautiful, wonderful. Um, my daughter took me, and we had such a relaxing time. We overestimated what we were going to do, and so we took a lot of clothes, but most of the time we were in swimsuits. The one thing that we did do, we went on a tour of Casa Bacardi. Bacardi. We say Cardi, Barcardi, but it's Bacardi. And we did the legacy tour. So if you ever go to Puerto Rico, do take one of the tours. They have a mixology tour. They have the legacy tour, which is where they tell you the history of the company and the make how they make the rum. And they have another tour. I can't remember what it is right now, but you can go on their website, casabacardi.com, and look it up. Um, the tour starts out with them taking us around the property and like showing us where they store the water and the bases, and then where they store the rum while it ages. Um, we then went inside and heard a history of how it started in Cuba and then how it was brought to Puerto Rico, um, and how much, what percentage is made there, what percentage is made in other parts of the world, which most of it is made in Puerto Rico. And then we got to see the different bottles and different types that they had, that they produced. They also did an experiment with us where they sprayed the back of one hand with one base, if two bases. One base is filtered 5 times, the other base is filtered once. And they sprayed our hands and they let us smell it. The base that's filtered once is where you get the smell and the taste. That produces smell. And the other base is very, very subtle. And as it evaporated, you could smell the molasses. Yes, they use molasses. Isn't that wonderful? And you could smell it and the sweetness from the molasses. We then went and heard about each different brand and what the number on the bottle meant and what the label symbolized and um, how, the whether it was a top or a cork in it and what was the difference and which ones were good for which drinks and um, how to enjoy each different kind. So I don't want to tell you everything, but they do have a house rum, a legacy rum that is only sold in Puerto Rico, and it's only sold in one size bottle, and it's $165, and it's made a special way. So maybe you can order it online if you're a rum drinker. And even if you're a whiskey drinker, they said that rum is, you'd like it. So maybe you can go online and order it and have it shipped. I don't know. I don't drink rum. So anyway, that was good. Also, if you ever get there, there's a restaurant in Louisa, like on the outskirts, called Drizzle. Friday night is reggae night. Sunday morning is brunch. I think brunch ends at like 2:30. The food is delicious. The restaurant is on the beach. It's fantastic. The servers do speak English if you know hablo español. Um, the people are so nice and so welcoming. I was just, I just was at peace. I enjoyed it so much. My daughter and I did go to a different beach on Saturday because where we stayed, which is Villa Del Mars, which is a condominium community. Um, we got the place through Verbo Airbnb. They have a lot of places. People are, you know, renting out, but they have a private beach. And you could see the erosion from Maria and from other hurricanes. So the beach wasn't that big. So we found another beach, maybe about 2 miles from where we were staying. And the water does not break very big at the shore. It breaks further out. So between the shore and out, I don't know how far, um, the water is calm, relatively calm. It has waves, it's the ocean, but it's relatively calm and you can see everything. So we were there. It started raining. It rained for like 5 minutes. Then the sun came out and it was uber humid. But the water was so nice. It was so warm. And we were there during the pelicans feeding time. They were flying overhead and scooping a little close, but they made their catch. Um, my daughter and I were chased out of the water by a baby stingray. My thought was, if there's a baby, there's a mama somewhere. And I didn't want to meet Big Mama. So we waited for it to swim off. Um, but we was only going to be there for an hour. We ended up being there for like almost 3 hours. Um, Hence the sunburn. I got, yes, the sunburn, which got worse the next day at the pool. But it was when it rained during the day. It would rain for like 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes at the most. Then it would stop. Everything would dry up. At night, it would rain. Um, Usually like after 10, 11 o'clock. But by then we were in. um, and I just want to post some pictures. We did take a lot of pictures. One picture we took was of a gas station. You're going to say, why did you take a picture of a gas station? Because we wanted to document the price of gas. We asked the car rental place, if gas was high there. And the guy said, well, it's kind of high, but the prices are going down. I don't know what they call high, but at the highest we saw for regular was 99 cents a gallon. If in Puerto Rico, that little island, which is a U.S. territory, can have gas that's 95 cents a gallon, 96, 97 cents a gallon, what is wrong with the continental U.S.? Why is our gas so high? I'm just wondering. Because the car we had was good on gas. I used a half a tank in the 5 days we were there. And we filled up that tank for like $20. It was a Nissan something. But anyway, $20 filled up the tank at 96 cents a gallon. So, anyhow, that's it for today. I'm gonna try to create some different content. I'm working on this. I'm trying to, I am gonna document next week. I think I'm gonna just gonna put everything in one post, but I'm gonna document like the day before my surgery and the surgery date, and then the day after. The day I'll be coming home the day after. So anyway, just keep me in your prayers. The surgery is on Wednesday. Yeah, the 14th. So just keep me in your prayers and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Mwah. Hey, sis.